Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Carpo here, back again with another Anthem video, and today we're going to be bringing you some exciting news coming to the world of Anthem, and these are all the compiled question posts to Mark Dara and Jonathan Warner on the interwebs and at PAX West. We're going to answer all of those lovely questions right here in this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now let's get started. Now the first question comes from The Fallen, and he asks Mark Dara, I got a question for you. How long is your day and night cycle like? Is it one whole day, an hour like the real world, or like 30 minutes? Just curious how it's going to work. Mark Dara replies, it is significantly shorter than a normal day. I think we're still tuning the specifics. So there you have it. We will have a day and night cycle. As far as how real it will be compared to the real world, we will just have to see, but that still is exciting news. Next up, Scott asks Mark Dara, do you receive fall damage from falling a certain distance, or can you just fly up high, turn off the jets, and just drop as far as possible? And Mark Dara replies, yes, there is fall damage. So there you have it. We will have fall damage in Anthem, so just be aware of your distance and your distances that you drop. Next up, Michael asks Mark Dara, will boss type enemies, for example the Ash Titan, flinch or stagger when they make a massive amount of damage in a short burst of time? Mark Dara replies, I think so. For status effects like freezing and burning, different creatures require different amounts of that effect to cause the status. So there you have it. We will have status effects in Anthem, but depending on the enemy and the type, shield and armor they might have, will depend on how much of that effect, that status that we'll be applying to said enemy. Now we have a good question from R1L24. He asked Mark Dara, will Xbox players be able to cross-platform with PC players? And Mark Dara replied, not at launch, implying that possibly there will be crossplay. We know that Xbox and PC are very friendly when it comes to crossplay. So for us PS4 players, maybe not so much, but Xbox and PC players, things are looking up for you as far as crossplay. Next up, Ryan Bell asks Mark Dara, we know there will be master weapon classes rarity. Will there also be a master class gear attachment for your javelin? Mark Dara replied, yes. So there we have it, another reference to the master class weapon rarity, and possibly those attachments for your javelin. That is just awesome news. Next up, Scarab asks Mark Dara, is the rate at which the engines overheat depend on javelin to javelin, or like a weight system or something? And Mark Dara replied, it is based on your freelancer perk and the environment. So here we have it. The environment will play a major role in our javelin and the way it moves around in said missions. Next, Elijah asks Mark Dara, great question. For the Storm Javelin, does it use engines to fly like the rest, or can it fly without worrying about overheating after long distances? Because in the trailer, you always see the Storm flying. And Mark Dara replied, it generates heat while flying, but not while hovering. So it basically can hover forever. So there you have it. The Storm class can basically hover forever. But let's have a little bit more detail about this question. Brayton asked Mark Dara, for the Storm, does moving horizontally still constitute as hovering in the sense of not overheating? And Mark Dara replied, you can move horizontally while hovering. It is slower than flight though. So there you have it. You can move horizontally and it won't deplete your engines. So yeah, the Storm class is probably going to be pretty awesome when playing Anthem. Next, the True Hybrid asks, do you think there might be holiday wraps? And Mark Dara replied, likely. So there you have it. Holiday wraps confirmed. We might have our Halloween, definitely the Christmas wraps for our javelins, which is pretty nice knowing that we will have holiday themed skins for Anthem. Next up, Nate asks, will we be able to change our javelin ultimate ability? If so, will it be a type of gear you can equip? Can you swap between them like your other javelin? Will it be unique to each javelin? Mark Dara replied, you will not be able to change your ultimate at launch, but if we do add that ability, it will probably be a piece of gear. So there you have it. We will be able to change our abilities maybe in the future. There will be probably a change of gear. That's awesome. More customizable. This is great. Next up, Ray asks, will it be an app or in-game way to access the lore in the game? Maybe a codex? Mark Dara replied, yes, there is a codex. So yes, we will have a codex. There will be lore. There will be things to gather, things to get in Anthem, which is just awesome. Codex? Yeah. Sign me up. Next up, Andrew Bone asks, I noticed there's a lot of dialogue stuff. Is there a skip button? And Mark Dara replied, conversation in Tarsus can be skipped, but cutscenes cannot. So everybody that want to speed through the game, you can skip most of those conversation dialogue, but as far as the cutscene, not so much. Now, AR Hodem asks, is there a time demo? And Mark Dara replied, probably. So there we have it. We will have a demo. We all know that, but it will be time. Next up, Eduardo asks, And during the beta period at February 1st, keeping in mind that the beta and the demo are two different things. Will there be a beta? And Mark there replied, there probably will be something. So yes, we will have a beta, we will have a demo, two different things. Next up, Neil asks, my teammates are zipping around and killing stuff. Will their kills drop loot balls for me? Will they pick them up for me? Will purple or higher loot show on the minimap? And Mark there replied, there will be drop loot. We are looking to making sure you don't miss epic and up. So yes, your friends killing stuff, dropping loot, you'll be able to pick it up, and they will figure out some way to make sure you don't lose it. Next up, Iceman asks, am I correct in some of that loot drops in the open world will contain both weapons as well as gear attachment? And Mark there replies, yes. So there you have it. We will have open world drop items. So get out there and start farming. Next up, Cody asks, how far can crafting go? We able to craft top tier gear, mop ball pickup. We able to customize it, spray paint them and all of that good stuff, design. Mark there replied, I believe you can craft top tier and item stuff. So yes, crafting is in Anthem, which is awesome. Be able to craft gear, be able to craft weapons, attach set weapons, get drops from the open world, as well as paint them up a little bit. That's awesome. Next up, Cinder asks Mark there, the pre-launch demo, will we able to play co-op, yes or no? And yes, we will have co-op doing said demo, so hit up your friends. Next up, Sharpen XI asks, during strongholds, will there be an incentive not to just skip past as much content as possible, speed run to the boss, or will there be a common strategy? And Mark there replied, there will be some incentives, but sometimes you might be able to want to just speed past the guys. So, it's all up to the player how you want to play Anthem as far as getting loot drop, speeding through the game. Next up, Alan asks Mark there, as far as the range of intel, we had a lot about muster points. Can we get this gear category skills and passive? Mark there replied, there is a third active gear slot, but we haven't talked about that too much. So there we have it, a new gear slot, even more customizable ways and more information that we will have coming to Anthem in the future. And that's pretty much going to end it for this video. Thank you for everybody for all your love and support. Now get out there and have some fun with Anthem, and I will see y'all soon.